where's your mother? I'd really like to speak to her.
Mother only talks to us kids. Not a big poop head like you.
Next time, maybe you should watch your mouths instead. You perverse, bloated egomaniac! A big, ugly duck.
Sanitarium is twisted, depraved, surreal, and other similar words. It's a psychological horror point-and-click game, and yes, there is a guy with a face full of bandages. And no, this game has nothing to do with mouth washing. This is a game where you can be in a literal, fantastical, insane asylum in one moment,
Nice tutu, old man.
and playing hide and seek with deformed little people in the next. And also some other stuff. Woohoo! It's a point-and-click game, which is not a type of game I usually dabble in. I prefer games with more active gameplay, like a combat system, because I like to destroy stuff in video games. But over the years, I gained an appreciation for some of these unique titles that inhabit the genre. Some of them even fascinated me since I was a child. This is one of them. On its face, Sanitarium is a collection of random, bizarre, psychedelic trips. And I'm not talking about trips to the park, but you kind of have that too. It seems random, but if you actually attempt to understand the story and the meaning behind it, well, you're gonna need a sanitarium yourself, if you know what I'm talking about. Calling Sanitarium just weird is a massive understatement and a disservice. The game makes you feel like you're having sleep paralysis inside of a lucid dream, inside of a nightmare, while having a panic attack and watching smiling friends. Even the menu is weird. Look at how the eyes follow your every move.
Return to game.
Yet, at the same time, it tells a surprisingly personal and emotional story, while delving into the territory of psychological horror. I'll do my best to explain the meaning and symbolism behind the madness this game contains. Don't be scared, I'll hold your hand. Actually no, I won't. I can tell you haven't washed your hands. Come on. Anyway, let's get into it.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who?
Boo-hoo.
Oh, don't cry. The music's not so bad.
The game opens with someone walking out of some facility. He gets into a car, and for a brief moment, you can see his face in the mirror, or at least a part of it. He wears glasses, meaning he's a big nerd, a geek, if you will. It's not important for now, cause you won't be seeing his face for a really long time. He took the car from the staff parking spot, meaning he works at this place. I can read, I'm so smart, I also have glasses. He then calls his wife to tell her about some big discovery.
Hon, you're not gonna believe it. I found the answer. All those years, I should have seen it. There's more. I'll tell you when I get home.
The protagonist drives home, and I guess his glasses fell off because he crashes the car like a dumbass. A man driving to deliver some important information, then crashing the car and presumably dying. This is the most normal thing you'll see in this game. Don't get used to it, because after the crash, things start to get weird, and the game truly begins.
Move your asses, come on! That generator's got her. The fire's gonna spread.
Hey, what about this one?
Ah, leave him. That's the bastard who stole my car.
Oh, what's happening? Where am I?
Hey, no, or your god! Go away!
After the crash, you wake up in this insane place, and immediately you're soaked with the game's disturbing humor, atmosphere, and horror elements. Just watch.
How horrible!
Spirit!
What kind of
Evil
place is
spirit!
Ugh, smells like it's soaked with urine.
Out of here!
There's something you don't see every day. Diagnosis crazy.
There's a lot to talk about in this game, so I'm not gonna go over everything. So according to the voices in the cutscene, there was some kind of fire here and the car wasn't his. The protagonist stole it in order to escape from this place. Apparently he's a patient inside of a sanitarium. I guess he went completely off the rails. Get it? Off the rails? Like the car, literally and mentally. Get it? Stop judging me! After the accident, the man wakes up in this strange place, and as you can imagine, it's not the best holiday location.
None of it more is any. Hey, who are you?
Oh my god, no! My god!
The protagonist also has amnesia, and his face is covered in bandages, so he, and us the players, doesn't have any clues about his actual identity. We can try talking to the patients and see if they know him, and they have some interesting things to say.
I haven't heard you before. Who are you?
I wish I knew. I can't remember my name. I was hoping you might know me.
Stupid voice. Are you a spirit?
Come here, I'll swat you. Come here, little buggy.
What is this place?
Nut house, loony bin, funny farm. These blood-sucking insects are bent on destroying the world.
A towel? I'd really love to, but I won't.
No towel for you. They're talking about pumpkins and mother and bugs? Ancient warriors? Okay. Are the events you're experiencing real, or is it just one big hallucination? All of this seemingly random dialogue is actually a foreshadowing of things to come. You'll see. From talking with these very sensible individuals, we can gather that there's someone in charge here. Someone called Dr. Morgan.
He's very good, Dr. Morgan.
While searching for this doctor, the bandaged dude notices a tower in the middle of the facility, but he can't get there, so he uses a towel to slide down to it. That's classic. That's a classic adventure game puzzle. I wish my towels were this cool. Inside, he finds a VCR. Remember those? Can you even buy them anymore? Anyway, we solved the first puzzle, which plays a recording.
Can you hear me? It's Dr. Morgan. Your delusions almost took the life from you this time.
My face, it's in bandages. Where am I? Who am I?
You must have thought you had somewhere important to go when you stole that car.
Oh, no.
You did a lot of damage to that face of yours in the crash.
I'm sorry, I can't believe.
No apologies. All we need is your best effort. And before you can give us that, you need some rest. Bruce, help our lad back to his room. Don't worry, son. We'll talk again soon.
Whoa! That short circuit opened the safe! Some strange kind of key. The key to what?
He stole a car before GTA 6. Ha 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 ha. No, it's not funny. Stop making these jokes. The person he was talking to was Dr. Morgan. Also, we got a weird key. The only place we can use it is on this random statue. Why is there even a statue here? Oh, shit.
It is so dark. Oh, my home, once bright tower, what has become of you?
You're alive! Am I going mad?
Listen, hear the cries of the children. The innocent are dying, and you only think of yourself.
Yeah.
Can you not see the light of heaven has dimmed?
What can I do?
Seek the truth.
I'm getting tired. Oh, Billy,
It looks like the statue from the tower.
What? I'm probably going to say that a lot in this video, So we were in a mental institution, a statue gave us a hug, and we teleported to a city with children that have a really bad skincare routine.
Hey, you big dope! Get out of our life!
Come on, Billy. Let's play. You're not supposed to.
Okay, okay.
Great, a bratty kid with 2 mouths.
I'm getting tired.
What? 2 mouths? And whatever this is, does she even have a face? What's up with her hands? I mean, it's kind of cool, and I guess having 2 mouths is useful. You can eat twice as fast. Yeah, these are children. And there's clearly something wrong here. Usually in video games, if you see someone looking like a monster, it's probably an enemy that's going to eat you or spit on you. But no, aside from their appearance, these are just normal, wholesome children.
Nuh-uh. Girls are stupider.
Shut up, Billy, you little beast.
The game just started and already we get this kind of horrifying visual of deformed kids. We need to figure out what made them so disfigured, but also, what the hell happened to us? How did we get here? Why are there clowns here?
I doubt the circus will be coming to this town anytime soon.
What are these giant vines? Why is the clock going backwards?
These kids seem happy anyway.
Stop staring at them. You look like a creep. Oh, and if you want to get 100% achievements, go to this secret forest and complain about the kids being loud.
Creepy kids. Shut up! I can't take it anymore!
Shut up!
There's a bunch of kids just hanging out in a cemetery, which is totally normal. I used to do that too. Don't ask. The protagonist can ask the kids for their names, but when they ask the same question, he can't answer. He can't remember.
I can't remember my name. I can't remember my name.
At least until he talks to this freak. I mean, this little poor kid. He talks to him, and then it happens. A flashback.
Max? Sarah would like to see you now.
My name is Max.
Oh, I got a cousin named Max. You have the same name as his. But you're not my cousin?
So that's one mystery solved. Now you know his name is Max. I don't have to call him the protagonist or bandage guy anymore. I still might do that. If you go back to the first kid we talked with, Billy, he'll tell you a funny story.
Jeez. Have you figured out your name yet, Mr. No Name?
My name is Max.
Oh, that's a good name. Better than Mr. No Name. I used to have a goldfish named Max, but my cat ate it. He pooped orange for 2 days.
That's disgusting. Do your parents know you tell stories like that?
Yeah, but they don't say anything. Orange poop, orange poop.
Whenever Maximum Bandages talks to them, besides telling hilarious stories, the kids always mention how Mother won't let them talk to strangers. But now that he remembered his name, he's technically not a stranger anymore. But they're still hesitant.
Oh, I probably said too much already.
By walking around in this weird town, you'll notice that there aren't any adults here, only children. When you ask these hooligans about it, they never give you a concrete answer. Actually, Max asking them about their parents is like half of the dialogue.
Where are all of the adults?
Sorry, Max, but Mother won't let us talk about that.
I haven't seen any adults in this town. Where are your parents? Where are all of the adults?
Mother made him go away.
Away? To where?
Sorry, mister, but I'm not allowed to tell you.
They basically tell you that all of them disappeared, and the only adult left is this mother figure. Is she the mother of all of you children? She's a real slut, huh? Does she have OnlyFans? You know what? Forget I said anything. You don't need to know what OnlyFans is, little kid. Also, don't go on TikTok. It's clear this mother person has a lot of influence over these kids. They are loyal to her, but you also get the sense they are afraid of her. Max is determined to find this dominating female and get to the bottom of this.
A metallic cross. I'll need something to fish it out with.
Why is your first instinct when you see a big metallic cross is to want to fish it out? We shouldn't waste time, but Bandages over here wants to play with animals.
Ouch!
I'm sorry, did you just put the whole pig in your pocket?
Now I have a spring pig. Enjoy.
With no other leads, Max is forced to play a game of hide and seek with some of the kids. One of them offers him a key if he manages to find all of them, but he warns him about a secret weapon.
We have a secret weapon.
Really? What is it?
If I told you, then it wouldn't be a secret.
Can I play a game of hide and seek with you?
Yeah, if you really want to show everyone what a big fat loser you are.
That's it, Big Mouth. You better pray that I don't find you. Let's go.
So you have to slowly walk across the whole town and search for these little rascals. It's not even challenging. This kid isn't even hiding. He's just standing next to a bunch of corpses. Haha, what a kidder.
There you are. My God, what kind of hiding place is this?
Max finds all of the kids, but remember that secret weapon?
You didn't find Carol. She's our secret weapon. She's the best there is at this game.
From talking to all of the children he found, Max can gather clues that will help him figure out that maybe the kid was talking about someone who is really good at hide and seek. So Max has to borrow a shovel that this girl had for some reason. At this point, you should just stop questioning everything and enjoy the weirdness. Well, maybe enjoy isn't the correct term.
Oh my God. This decayed child must be Carol, Dennis's secret weapon.
Yup, she was so good at hiding because she was so dead. That's clever and depressing. By finding everyone, Max receives his prize, which is a key to some store. That's not very interesting. I don't know why I expected something more exciting from a snot-nosed brat.
Twisted little freak.
You snotty little brat!
Getting this stupid key allows Max to open this stupid door, where he finds this stupid gas can. He'll need it later. I finally used the pig in my pocket to cross over here, where there's a girl with a tail and no eyeballs. That's not the first thing I expected to see in a pumpkin field. Her name is Maria, and she seems a bit different from the others. And it's not just because she's literally stuck in this pumpkin patch. She seems more resistant to Mother's influence. She's actually willing to talk to Max and explain what's going on. Until...
No, she isn't anyone's real mother. She's really...
What is it, Maria?
I think she's waking up. I can't talk anymore. Mother will hear me and get awful mad.
But... oh, damn it!
From talking to her, and also by reading some random newspapers across town, Max discovers that this town was normal and peaceful. There was a nice community here, but then a Karen showed up and ruined everything. Hate when that happens.
The Complainus Americanum, or better known as the North American Karen.
Where did she come from, you ask? Oh, you didn't ask. Why didn't you ask? It's a very logical thing to do. Come on, ask. Ask! She came from this comet. Yeah, you can assume that she's not really from this place. You might even say that she's an illegal alien. At this point, it's clear that Mother isn't really a good person. She's literally disfiguring these children for her own purposes, torturing them while promising salvation. Something that a mother shouldn't do. Promise salvation, that is. Max wants to stop her, but the only way to get to her is through this gate. But of course, it's locked. Instead of, I don't know, jumping over it, he decides to open the lock. But he doesn't know the code. One of the ways to get the combination is by playing tic-tac-toe with Jessie.
Jesse!
No, not that one. This one.
My name's Jessie Hatcher, the tic-tac-toe champion.
She's supposedly a grandmaster at this game. If you lose, she'll call you out.
You got lucky.
You stink. All boys are stupid.
Nuh-uh, I'm not a stupid boy. I'm a man. Now let's play this children's game again. I defeat her in glorious tic-tac-toe combat. But how exactly did that help us with the locked gate situation? Well, if you talk to Pumpkin Girl, she gives you a hint.
But I heard Mother tell Jessie that the numbers are in her loss.
You need to talk to 2 other girls. You will learn they also defeated her in the game. One of them beat her 4 times, another one 5 times, and you defeated her once. By talking to Jessie again, you get your answer.
So Meg beat me 4 times, Eileen beat me 5 times, but you only beat me once, Mr. Smarty Pants.
So the combination is 451. Wait, 451? Is this an immersive sim? There's at least one other way of getting the combination, so maybe it is an immersive sim. I don't know how the final number is 1, considering it represents how Max won against Jessie one time, but this lock was placed before he even arrived here. So, whatever. It's time for some hacking and slashing.
Slice and dice, baby.
Yeah, there's actual combat here, but even that is point and click. Some crows start attacking Max, and you need to click on them for... What's this? A boss fight? In a point and click game? I'm fighting a pumpkin man. We can't hurt Mr. Pumpkin directly. The only way to defeat him is by destroying all of these pumpkins. Only then can we hurt him. But in the meantime, he can destroy us. If you die here, then you don't die. Wow, that was a smart sentence. What I meant is, if Max dies, he just respawns near the gate. There's no actual game over in Sanitarium. The only downside is that you can't run. You have to walk slowly anytime you want to go somewhere. It's not a big deal, but it does make the game tedious at times. Alright, let's finish this pumpkin dude. Trick or treat, motherfucker.
Got him!
Got him!
How did we get from car accident to an insane asylum to fighting pumpkins in a town where children play hide and seek from the grave? Oh, and here's Mother. Whatever you thought she looked like, I guarantee it's not that.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. It's a shit demon.
A what? A shit demon!
What a huge, disgusting nightmare!
You can have a nice chat with her, and she sounds creepy and angry. She hates meat. She thinks it's disgusting. She also thinks that humans are flawed and wants to recreate them in her own image. Apparently that's what happens when a woman gets a god complex. When a man gets it, he just kills everyone. That's why there's no adults here. It was easier to get rid of them than convince them to join her. Mother targeted the kids because they're easier to manipulate. That's why they look disfigured. She's transforming them into plants. In her mind, she is saving them.
Transforming them into simple plants? You call that salvation?
Simple plants! Insolent meat! You know what your problem is. You lack structure. The cells in your body are practically floating away. Makes me sick to look at you. Everything around you is in chaos. My form is superior in every way to your weak flesh.
I can't believe I'm being lectured by a wall of feces, but maybe she has a point? Humans are flawed creatures. Maybe we could discuss this in a deep, meaningful conversation.
I think you're the one who overestimates yourself, you perverse, bloated egomaniac!
You impudent wretch!
I've got to kill that diseased monster before it kills the children.
Well, that works too. What's funny is that you can just go back and repeat the same conversation, like nothing happened.
My name is Max, not Meat.
Okay, yeah, let's kill her. If you play this game, do not forget to activate this shortcut. Before we annihilate her, we can talk to the children about the poop mother, but they will mostly dismiss you. Some of them will not want to talk to you after that. They'll get offended.
Mother is good. Mother's the way. You're mean. Just like Mother said you would be. Go away.
Some of them will just be happy with their transformation, and Max will just give up.
Ooh, I can't wait. I'll be such a pretty flower. Don't you think so, Max?
Yes.
Mother says we're all just meat, and meat is sick. It's poopy bad. She's gonna change us so we're good, like her.
What is she doing to you?
She takes advantage of their insecurities, feeding them lies, making them believe in a fantasy, making them believe that they're evil, and she's the only one who can save them. She's like an internet grifter. It's even more than that. She didn't just brainwash them. It seems like she's literally controlling their minds. Even Maria, who clearly opposed Mother, starts talking gibberish. She gets possessed.
Maria's safe now. They're all safe.
Okay, so how do we deal with Mother? It's actually pretty easy. Write it down. In case you'll need to kill an alien poop monster, you take a jumper cable from this vehicle, go to the church and pick up this rock, throw it at the church bell to make this and only this specific boy run inside. Then you go back where he was fishing to steal his fishing rod that he left behind. Stealing from kids is always fun. Or so I've heard. You then use it to get to this giant cross, which Max proceeds to put in his pocket. Of course.
Yes!
Use the gas can, and then you put the cross on this meteor, connect it to the generator with the jumper cable, and then Max cooks Mother. Let him cook, as the kids say.
There! The children are free of you!
Now, from the intro to this video, you might have got the impression that this is the whole game, the asylum and this fucked up town. Nah, don't worry, I'm saving the really weird stuff for later, which means, yeah, this place isn't the weird stuff. It's only kind of weird in comparison. This was by far the longest chapter, or at least I had the most to say about this one. The other ones will be shorter. Probably.
Thank you for freeing us, Max. Now that Mother is destroyed, the children are slowly returning to normal. They've all gone through the tunnel to join the rest of the world. I waited for you.
Yes, but where are we going?
Max? It's me, Morgan. I'm right here.
Asylum? How did I get back here? Those children seemed so real. Did I save them, or am I going completely mad? Interesting.
Well, we're back in the sanitarium. I guess the only thing we can do now is talk with Elvis. Yup.
Excuse me, what's your name?
Are you serious, man? I'm the king. King of rock and roll, man. I'm Elvis.
Why are the gargoyles moving? And clowns? Again with the clowns?
Who ever heard of a stained glass window with clown faces? Too weird.
So we saved a town full of children from an alien diarrhea monster and somehow ended up here. Again, don't question it. Unlike the town, this area is small and intimate. You don't need to walk around that much. You can talk with the patients, but of course, they're not really going to be useful. Here are some entertaining examples.
I'm not crazy. I shouldn't be here.
shut up before I pound you once.
Why is my head all wrapped up like this?
Because you're so freaking ugly, I guess. Okay, mommy man, I'll be straight with you. You see, when the little green men came to...
Forget it, you jerk.
Who the hell are you? Leave me alone. Can't an old man get any rest around this ship?
Do you know anything about the other patients?
Do you know anything about the other patients?
Very funny, old man.
Very funny, old man.
Do you know anything about the other patients?
They'd be yummy in my tummy.
What do you mean by that?
Chop them all up, put them in a pot, add some potatoes, and see what you've got.
Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.
We do meet one that does make some kind of sense. He tells Max how there was a fire and he was the only survivor. Maybe instead of getting dragged to some kind of weird town by a statue, maybe he was actually imagining all of that as a coping mechanism.
Well, I think that maybe your mind couldn't handle the thought of you abandoning those who needed help, so you constructed a world to hide in, inside your mind, until it was safe to come back. The town represented the tower, the children were the patients, and the missing adults represented the doctors and other authority figures who weren't around to help.
Huh, maybe you're right. But it all seemed so real.
Your mind is capable of wondrous things, Max. In your head, it was real.
What's even more interesting is that by talking with this woman, we discover that Max was actually a doctor. Or at least, he thinks he's a doctor. Kind of gives me Shutter Island vibes.
Doctor, are you alright?
I am a doctor.
Is he actually a doctor and just forgot? Or is he a mental patient who thinks he's a doctor? He supposedly hallucinated the whole town with the weird kids. At this point, we have no idea what's real or not anymore. Maybe there's no point in even thinking about it. The only thing we can do is focus on the here and now. Just stay calm. And, oh my god, where is that music coming from?
Where is that awful music coming from?
I don't know, Q-tip.
Q-tip?
It's coming from this room. You know what else is there? Remember in the first level how we heard about a Dr. Morgan?
Dr. Morgan!
We finally find him. Apparently he's conducting some kind of experiment. He wants to see how different music affects the patient's behavior. He also treats Max like a lunatic, no matter what he says to him. In professional, academic, and psychological terms, this is called gaslighting.
A small town with children. They were real.
Now, Max, don't get all excited. I can have one of the orderlies restrain you if necessary. Will it be necessary, Max?
No, I'm fine.
You can listen to a radio here, which talks about what's going on in the outside world.
Active only in newborns, DNAB goes on to deform, cripple, and kill victims within a few years.
It seems like one of the main themes here is kids getting sick. We've just been in a town with sick children. There's a disease that targets newborns. Very fun stuff. Something's definitely fishy over here. It's all connected somehow. But for now, we don't know what it means. I don't know if the music is supposed to represent something symbolic in the story, but you can perform your own experiments. You can change tracks, which will make some of the patients dance joyfully.
Long live the king. I can't look away.
How are you even looking at them from here? You need to make the old guy in the skirt dance in order to take the cross he was sitting on. Why do you need it? To give it to Preacher Bob. Obviously.
I am Saint Norman, disciple of Bob.
Disciple of Bob? What faith is that?
It is the truth. Bob's word is truth. He is the eyes and ears of God. Oh, glorious and most holy of Bobs. Bob is the most Bob of all. Hallelujah! Praise be to Bob.
Now that sounds like my kind of religion.
I found your lost symbol, preacher.
What's that? Praise the Lord indeed! Praise the Lord! Come forward, my son.
You know what you get in return for your services? A broom, or the staff of righteousness. Yeah, you can admit it. You're jealous right now.
Here is thy staff of righteousness.
I'll use it for the good of mankind.
Hallelujah! Amen!
You use it to open this thing and solve a frankly annoying puzzle. You know the hacking minigame from the first BioShock? The one with the pipes? Imagine that, but 10 times worse. Oh, and you can also squash spiders.
Yuck. Yuck.
After solving the puzzle, we get one of the most surreal moments in the game. The water rises up and we get to talk with a something. Enjoy!
My spirit has been so dry. I do not know you, sir, but I thank you. What is your greatest wish?
I wish that I could see my sister again.
Max? Sarah would like to see you now.
Max had a sister, Sarah. She was sick, yet they maintained a healthy brother-sister relationship. Again, there's a child suffering from an illness. After talking about going to the circus, she asks him to bring her a clown toy. He searches for it in the toy box, and when he can't find it, he reacts like any normal kid. He gets depressed for disappointing his sister, and then transforms into her. Wait, what?
What's happening to me?
I'm a little girl now. We were at the sanitarium, and now we're in some kind of circus, surrounded by water and corpses. Yeah, just like a normal circus.
Yuck.
Like I said, don't question it. Don't question anything. This is normal. It's normal to turn into your little sister. It happens in anime all of the time. Compared to the previous chapter, and even the town with the poop alien, this is a really big place. There's a lot of people and places to interact with. A lot of weirdness to explore. There's also a lot of vodka everywhere. I don't know what it means.
Vodka.
Maybe everyone here is Russian. All of the clown pictures we've seen up until now, the fact that Max tried to find his sister's toy that she got from a circus, it's all been leading up to this moment. When I got to this part, I immediately thought that the fact we're playing as Max's sister means that we're actually playing as Max, who is pretending to be his sister, in some kind of quest for forgiveness. He's playing as his sister inside of his head, in order to atone for something. Forget all of that psychological stuff for now. Let's talk with the locals. There's a lot of them, like this grumpy asshole.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing, you little ape? Hands off!
Oh, poo.
By talking with the employees, we discovered that the circus was stranded after a big wave. At least half of the staff are bitter and depressed, because you know, being stuck on an island isn't that great.
It ain't bad enough being stuck on this freaking island. Now I gotta wet nurse some little brat.
You're mean.
Yeah, so what?
That balloon looks silly on your head.
Oh, does it? Thank goodness you were here to tell me that. Whatever would I have done without your keen powers of observation?
You're mean. Shut up.
Get benchable, runt.
I don't think that's very nice.
Shut up. I don't remember asking you about what you thought, you shrimp.
Boy, you aren't a very friendly clown.
If that wasn't bad enough, one of the animals they were keeping for entertainment has broken free. But it's not exactly an animal, it's some kind of squid man.
Squid freak.
That squid boy.
That disgusting squid boy did it.
As time went on, this Squidward got bigger and bigger until he started terrorizing people. One by one, he ate them. Maybe that's an act of revenge. Or maybe he just lost his mind.
The goddamn squid.
It's not all doom and gloom. You can uncover multiple side stories. One of them involves this strongman who is in love with this firebending lady. He looks like a tough guy, but he secretly writes poems for her and even gets a tattoo of her. Ah, that's sweet. Too bad they're all gonna die. Basically, this is a shitty situation. But hey, they still have a business to run. Yeah, they open up the whole circus just for Max. I mean, Sarah.
Hey, you maggot! We have a customer! The show must go on!
Unfortunately, she doesn't have any money, meaning she can't actually experience what the circus has to offer.
Beat it, small fry, this ain't no charity booth.
But don't you worry, bucko. As soon as she arrived here, she met this lovely gentleman, the head of this circus. He wants her to enjoy her stay here, despite the circumstances, so he gives her a free ticket for a squid game. No, not the one you're thinking of.
A free pass for the squid squash.
I love the way he runs, like he really has to take a shit.
Think nothing of it, my dear. And now, if you'll excuse me, little lady, I have a circus to run.
What's funny, or sad, is that there's a family here who also got stranded, but they're not employees, they're also customers, like Sarah. But they haven't received any free tickets. Why? Why not give them any tickets? Is it because the wife is insane?
Your husband is a very nice man.
Husband? You mean this doppelganger? Bah! They're evil as the rest of the godforsaken freaks. I know the ways of Beelzebub.
Sarah plays this squid game, which earns her more tickets. Now you can play other games to earn more tickets, but you can also lose them. From what I can tell, it's randomized. There's no actual gameplay. You just click on the game, watch an animation, and you either win or lose. If you do lose everything, you'll be able to find more if you return to the beginning. Why does she need these damn tickets, you ask? Stop asking questions. Stop it. Okay, I'll tell you. She needs them to get into two special attractions. The first one is the freak show.
A peddler of the perverted beasts that lurk in the shadows of your collector of freaks.
This is where Squidward was originally kept. Next to it, there's a man-dog creature. He really wants to get out, because being stuck in a cage kind of sucks. On the one hand, if he escapes, he might eat everyone, like the Squid Boy.
Slimy Squid Boy broke loose. Wish I could.
On the other hand, he pinky swears that he won't do that, so I guess we'll help him. He also tells Sarah that he can feel the smell of bones. He really wants to investigate.
You lead me to the bones.
So, she unlocks his cage. If you follow him, you'll quickly realize that maybe letting him out wasn't the best idea. Not because he's dangerous, but because he's the one in danger.
Timber! 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 Did you find your bone?
Found them. But something smells bad.
What is it? What's wrong?
Rotten, like death. Must leave. Have to climb out.
Timber!
I guess he wasn't the danger. The man squid is down there, waiting for us. Sarah then gets a warning message. Whatever this disembodied voice is, it tells Sarah what she needs to do in order to proceed. We need a reflection and a wand. We already have a flask. To get the wand, Sarah goes to this nice lady to learn the art of fire breathing, which is like a flamethrower from your mouth. Supposedly, she represents Max's wife. Maybe she's spicy. After taking some alcohol from this grumpy dude, Sarah goes back to her master and completes her training.
Are you ready? Watch me carefully, and then you try.
Okay.
Okay, now you try. You did it! You're a natural!
Thank you. Thank you very much. Next up is the reflection, which you get in the fun house. This is the second place where you have to use the tickets. Unfortunately, Sarah is a short queen, meaning she's not tall enough to enter.
Step on up to the sign, twerp. Spanky will say if you goes in or not. Ha ha! Throw this one back in the water, Spanky. She's too small.
Don't worry, this clown might help. Yes, A picture of a clown will help you. If you give a bowling pin to this cool dude, he'll give you one of his balls. Don't ask. Going back to the clown, Sarah puts the ball where his nose used to be, and he smiles? No, that's not creepy at all. Me when I finally finish editing a video. Me when my cat licks my face. Me when I'm in a social situation and I don't know what to say in order to blend in, so I kind of stand in the corner and look at people. That was too specific. Forget what I said.
What the? Huh. I guess you're okay, Stretch.
The clown makes her seem taller because she brought him his nose. Now she can go inside where she sees a reflection of herself. At that moment, Max regains some of his senses and attempts to snap out of this delusion. It's like his personality is having an internal battle with himself. He doesn't want to be a little girl anymore. I've never actually been a little girl, but it's probably spooky.
What? What am I doing here? Who am I? Get this off me! Out! I want out!
A broken piece of mirror.
Spooky.
We got the reflection. On the way back, we meet a fortune teller. She was actually the one who gave us that warning. It was her voice.
Hello. My name is...
Sarah.
Wow, you knew!
Of course I do.
She foreshadows some of the plot twists. If you've beaten the game, you'll understand what she's saying. If you haven't, you can only guess. Maybe she represents some kind of guiding voice inside of Max's mind. This is a good place to start speculating and analyzing about what's going on in the plot, to think what all of this actually means, or just wait for my interpretation and explanations. You lazy bum.
You can only pass through safely when you've sought out the wand black fiction.
Ooh, wow!
With all of the items collected, it's time to venture into this deep hole, which is what I think about my wife every night. Oh wait, I don't have a wife.
That squid monster's in here somewhere.
This section is similar to when Max fought the Pumpkin Man. You gotta burn these tentacles until you get to the boss himself. No one could handle the Squid Man, but somehow this little girl can take him on all by herself inside of a dark cave. Wake up, you bitch! Wanna play Squid Game with me? After spitting fire on him for like 20 seconds, we defeat him, and this little girl delivers a frankly awesome one-liner.
See you in hell, freak! Creepy. It's making me nauseous. Whew, that looks hot.
She says it's hot, then proceeds to touch it anyway.
Ow!
This is where the game takes a turn into a sort of character analysis. It's not as over-the-top bizarre like it was up until now, but it's still surreal. Everything is twisted, like a distant memory. I feel like I've entered someone else's dream, but I'm still awake. Up until now, it wasn't 100% clear if the events of the game are actually happening or if they are inside of Max's bandaged head, but now we get to truly dive into his mind and explore his past, or at least the way he perceives it.
Max, come upstairs. There's nothing you could do, son. It's not your fault that you couldn't find it. Come on, your mother wants you to help her in the kitchen.
Okay, Dad, I'm coming.
It seems we've entered his house. We can see ghostly visions of his parents and get a sense of their relationship.
No, come on, I'm starving. When will it be ready?
6 o'clock and you know it. Now shoot!
Alright.
Also, this is one of the most gigantic houses I've ever seen. I guess his parents were rich. Why are the walls bleeding? Is it that time of the month?
Oh my god! The walls are bleeding!
Everything is warped and twisted, like a distant memory, fighting to not be forgotten. or something like that. This whole section is less about puzzles and figuring out what to do. Its purpose is to give you some backstory and occasionally creep you out with its surreal imagery. We learn that Max really did want to become a doctor ever since he was a little rascal. I want to briefly mention the music in this game. It's great. Some of it is twisted and energetic, like in the Circus. But I especially like the said tracks. Like this one. The song that plays here reminds me of the main theme from Max Payne, which came out 3 years later, which also had sections where you traverse a nightmarish version of your house and hear the cries of ghosts. Really happy stuff. Also, both of the protagonists' names are Max. Coincidence? While exploring the house, you can come across another radio. Supposedly a drug named Hope is becoming very popular and successful. Up until now, we've been hearing a lot about sick children. Maybe this drug is connected to them? By listening to the conversation the ghosts were having, we can solve a clock puzzle, which will make the ghost father go out for dinner and leave the door unlocked. Yes, ghosts need to eat too. I wonder if they care about their diet.
He's a big ghost.
Inside, she finds a key and a videotape. The key opens the door to the attic, while the tape shows Sarah talking with her daddy, while hiding something. I'm assuming this represents a memory that Sarah had, but we're playing as Max, so how can he remember something that happened to her when he wasn't there? I mean, we are playing as her right now, but it's him imagining being her, and all of this is supposedly going on inside of his head, but whatever, don't think about it. Also, he called her Pumpkin, so maybe that's why we needed to fight a Pumpkin Man. He was born from this memory.
Love you, Daddy.
Love you too, Pumpkin.
The tape reveals the location of another key, which we use. Wait, I need to jump on this trampoline. We use the key to open a toy box. The toy box where Max couldn't find the clown Sarah wanted. The reason he was so upset about it is not because he couldn't find a stupid toy. It's because that's the last thing his sister wanted before she died from her illness, and he let her down. Or at least that's what he thinks. But now he might have a chance to make things right. I'm not gonna lie, by this point I started to actually get attached to the characters and the journey it took to get here. I was invested, man. I know I'm always making cringy, stupid jokes, but this part kind of made me emotional.
You found it after all these years. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm so sorry. Don't be sad, Max.
I thought I let you down when you needed me most.
No, don't think that. You could never let me down. You're my hero.
Hero?
You're trying to save all those kids. I know you can do it. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Goodbye, Sarah. It's time for me to face the future. Rest well.
Well, that was sad, but like he mentioned, now it's time to face the future. This is the first time there's no one around. Up until now, there was always someone to talk to, no matter how insane they were. Max is truly alone this time.
Whoever built this place loved ominous stone figures.
We're back in the asylum, and there's another radio. Huh, radio. What's going on with that radio? I had to include it somewhere. Remember that Hope drug? Apparently, it was used to treat kids. It was incredibly helpful, until they started dying from it, that is. Then it wasn't that helpful. So Max's sister died, he was trying to save children, there's a drug that was supposed to save them but ended up killing them instead. All of these elements have to be connected somehow, and just in general, that's a very dark and depressing subject matter. Oh well, let's solve a weird puzzle. Aha! Yes! Of course we needed to drop a giant ball into a big hole in order to open a door on the other side of this place. Aha! Just before this puzzle, Max has another flashback, and it's noticeably more detailed. It's longer compared to anything that came before. It's a memory of him meeting up with a friend. They went to med school together to become doctors. Apparently they liked spending time looking at a painting of his father. Is that what friends do in med school? I never looked at a painting of my friend's father. Okay, I only did it once, at night time. But it wasn't on purpose. Then his dad actually shows up and starts telling him to go study. He wants him to be the best. He wants him to achieve success by any means necessary, like a true alpha male. I'm assuming the father was a doctor himself and wanted his son to follow in his footsteps, which is something a lot of strict parents do with their children.
You needn't be concerned. I'll do just fine.
You'll do just fine? Fine. Is that your goal? I thought I taught you better than that. Anyone can do fine.
You snotty little brat!
You know, it's kind of awkward just standing there while your friend gets lectured by his father. We've all probably been in that situation at some point. You go to your friend's place, but then his parents start lecturing him, and then the father takes the belt and starts spanking him. They never think about how awkward it is for us. Also, if you have a painting of yourself, you're probably a pretentious cunt. A while later, we get another cutscene from when they already graduated, I think. Despite Max walking under his friend, they seem close. When Max makes mistakes, his friend corrects him and admits that he also made mistakes. That's very humble and wholesome. I'm sure nothing could ruin this beautiful friendship. Oh, and by the way, this friend, that's Dr. Jacob Morgan. Yeah, Morgan, the one we saw earlier, the supposed head of the sanitarium.
Oh, come on, we still have a lot of work to do.
Keep seeing things.
In the flashback, everything was clean and sterile, but in Max's mind, all he can see are bodies. Maybe they represent something bad that Dr. Morgan did, something naughty.
Oh god, it's terrible.
It's not that bad. I've seen worse. There's a nice puzzle here involving cryptography. I think that's what it is. No, it has nothing to do with Dogecoins. From what I know, cryptography is when you hide a message in plain sight, and only the intended person the message was designed for can read it. There's a recording of Dr. Morgan, where he says that this message contains a code for the door here. He also seems noticeably more, unhinged. It sounds like he was trying to hide something. And also maybe probably he was doing some experiments on humans. You know, not a big deal.
These look like the plans for a gruesome biological experiment on a human.
Morgan seemed very nice in the flashbacks, but it's clear something happened since then. Maybe it was his father's macho influence, but we still can't be sure if what we've heard is real, or if Max is just imagining it. Is Max actually a doctor, or is he a mental patient, imagining all of this, while Morgan is taking care of him? Is he just a lunatic? A psycho? This is the question we'll keep asking until the end. And this next cutscene really doesn't help prove that Max is doing well in the head. I'm not sure if I'm doing well in the head after this. Wait, are those babies in tubes? Tube babies?
My god! Huh?
There you are. Been wandering again. You know you can't come in here. We've been through this before. If you ever want to get better, you have to let me help you. I know all this must be confusing to you, even frightening. But this work is going to help so many people. Sick people. People with no hope.
No! No!
Calm down. going to hurt yourself. Those straps can hold a man twice your strength.
The only good bug is a dead one.
What? Am I Goro from Mortal Kombat? And what the hell is that?
A heap of disgusting insect eggs.
This whole section feels like a completely different game, but we shouldn't be surprised at this point. So after all of that depressing stuff, I am transported into some kind of bug hive as a 4-armed freak.
Crap.
So it seems that when Max was captured, and I guess tortured, he wanted to gain strength in order to get loose. So his mind wandered back to a comic book he was reading as a child. See? He was reading it here. It's a comic about a strong Cyclops named Grimwall, who attempts to save his people from some giant bugs. Supposedly there was a war between them, but eventually they signed a peace treaty and decided to coexist. Unbeknownst to the Cyclops though, the bugs are hatching a plan, pun intended, to kill everyone and take over the planet. Grimwall is considered to be a great hero in that war. Oh, and he also has amnesia, like Max. How convenient.
Every Cyclopean child knows the name of Grimwall. You're the great hero of the War of the One.
The bugs appear to possess great knowledge of advanced technology. Yeah, don't question it. They can't see anything, but they can scan people to know if they are enemies or not. At the beginning, Grimwall puts on a device that allows him to trick them into thinking he's one of the bugs.
Wearing this harness, perhaps they'll think I'm one of them. It's worth a try.
Together, he teams up with this handsome young Cyclops to take down the evil bugs. What? What am I saying? What the fuck am I doing with my life anymore?
A handsome young Cyclops. I hope he can help me.
By the makers! Grimwall! You're Grimwall! But what are you doing here?
Wait, the makers? Am I playing Doom again? Apparently the Cyclops leader, Groma, was the one responsible for the peace treaty. That's good, right? Well, like any politician, it looks like he had ulterior motives. He's actually a traitor. Ooh, big surprise. He wants to help the bugs conquer the planet and use his own people as experiments, which will then somehow help him discover the secrets of immortality? Yeah, he sounds like a nice guy. Are you noticing a theme here? Or at least one of the themes? This is the third time in this game where we're dropped into a new place, inhabited by oppressed individuals with the goal of saving them. It happened in the town, it happened in the Circus, and now it's happening in this Hive thing. The people who are in danger are actually down below. Yeah, we're floating in the sky right now. Oh, and how can we forget another thing that keeps repeating in this game? The suffering of children. Yay!
These are Cyclops babies!
Cyclops kids are being experimented on. Some of them are awaiting to be transformed into bug monsters. The scariest part is that this bug is named Tic Tac. Well, almost.
Who are you?
Tic-Tac! Fibernet technician!
During this chapter, we get more flashbacks. Remember that hope drug that was supposed to cure children, but it had a little side effect called death? This drug was created by Morgue. The illness it was attempting to cure is called DNAV. DNAV? DNAV?
For developing the DNAV treatment.
He didn't know it at first, but hope wasn't an actual cure. It was more like a painkiller. It just slowed down the symptoms. Apparently Max was trying to find a different solution. Max was researching the Aztec tribes in order to find an actual cure. He gathered a lot of data, but something was still missing. So at the time, he abandoned his research and decided to join forces with Morgan to perfect the hope drug. Why does Morgan remind me of Kaufman from Silent Hill? Not only did the drug eventually fail, but Max eventually found out that Morgan might not be the most pleasant person. He became a pretentious asshole who started doing experiments mostly for financial gains. And because he's an asshole. Leave the monkeys alone!
A valuable lesson in scientific research, Max. In layman's terms, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Making the mother of all omelets here, Jack. Can't fret over every egg.
I'm skipping over most of the gameplay stuff because I'm focusing on the plot. Just know that there's a music puzzle here, and I hate music puzzles. Yes, I understand that I need to listen to the weird noises that children make and recreate it with these bugs. That wasn't hard to understand, but actually doing it, that's a lot of trial and error.
Yes!
So how does this comic book end? Well, Grimwall and this handsome young Cyclops,
A handsome young Cyclops.
they got proof that their leader is a traitor scumbag. So of course, obviously, they open a portal to their government in order to warn them about this betrayal. If you think this is weird, just wait for the chapter after the next one. But it's not that weird. What? You've never used 4 hands to open a portal in the sky? I do it every day. Maybe you're the weird one.
I'm setting the coordinates for the chambers of the Peace Council. When we tell them about Gromna, they'll launch a preemptive nuclear strike against the Hive. That's it!
Ah, look at all of these late 90s explosions. That's very cool. Wait, what's happening now?
Where am I? Cyclops? Bugs? Mother? All of these monsters must mean something, but what?
It means that you're crazy, Max. Crazy!
A woman's corpse.
Max, I get it. You were a little girl, then you were a Cyclops, now you're trapped in a morgue. You're a bit freaked out. I get it. But these are normal things. It happens to every person. It doesn't mean that you need to stare at the body of a dead woman. Oh god, she's alive!
Beware, Max. The closer you come to reaching your goal, the more danger you are in. Someone seeks to keep you here with us forever. One who will do anything to keep you from leaving the asylum.
Did you hear that? The closer you come, the more dangerous you are. Now that's a life lesson right there. After solving this door puzzle, that took me way longer than it should have, we get probably the most important flashback. Max and Morgan, M and M are sitting next to each other in some boring meeting, when suddenly Max flips out. Remember how I told you Max was trying to find an actual cure? Well, apparently Morgan didn't like that and cut the funds for the research. When Max threatened to leave, Morgan started to gaslight him about their friendship and his sister. Slimy bastard.
Rather than wasting resources on an entirely new path, you need to channel your energies toward making the Hope drug better. I thought that a few cutbacks would communicate this to you. Maybe you're not as bright as I thought.
You know, I think I figured you out. You're not interested in a cure. You just want hope to bring you more prestige, more money. You smart bastard. Give me back my department, otherwise I'll leave. I'll take my research with me and find a company that's more concerned with finding a cure than filling its pockets.
I can't believe that your opinion of me is so low, Max. We're friends. You're blowing the whole thing out of proportion, taking this personally. Your sister didn't die of DNAV, Max.
I apologize.
No, it's all right. Those cutbacks are based solely on existing statistics. The truth is that it's difficult to measure the success of your research against the proven methods of the Hope treatment. Look, you don't have to leave Mercy to continue with your project. I'll look over the numbers again. We'll work something out.
What does it mean?
Bastard!
Okay, by this point, you probably have an understanding of what really happened, what led to the events of the game. you keep getting flashbacks of your friend getting more and more unhinged. You see that same friend capturing you just as you were about to discover his dirty fetus secret.
Huh?
Then a zombie lady tells you that someone wants to keep you here because if you get out, you will bring their downfall. It's obvious at this point. Clearly the father character doesn't want you to leave the asylum. He's jealous that you have hair and he doesn't. Okay, no, it's Morgan. Morgan is the bad guy.
Dr. Morgan has an iron bust of himself. Pretentious.
I mean, I like a bust just like anyone else, but this really is pretentious. Get out of here.
Yes!
Max makes his way outside, where he sees a moving tree. I wonder what's that about.
The tree, it moves!
There's also some funny tombstones.
Headstone, Stephen B., composed as a musician, now decomposing.
Now here's something I don't get. I know why I'm putting a body inside of a furnace. Besides being a fun, wholesome activity, I also assume it would help me progress in the video game that I'm playing. But why is Max doing it? He just grabs the body and shoves it inside for no perceived reason. Is he just a weirdo?
Ugh. Hope this isn't anyone I know.
Burning this fellow gives Max a glass eye. If you're still not convinced about Morgan being a greedy, evil bastard, then check this out. Apparently he locked an old man in here, even though he was still alive, which is the same thing he did to Max.
An old man. He looks cold. It was a bit chilly in there, wasn't it?
Great way to start a conversation with someone who almost died. Max, great way to break the ice. The old man tells Max how, before he locked him up here, Dr. Morgan said that he was too old for his experiments, and that he was holding a severed head?
He was holding a human head.
Okay, old man, that's sad and all, but can you tell me something useful?
Can't say for sure. Just remember hearing these awful screeching and scraping noises nearby.
Nearby, huh? Okay, thanks, but if I don't find anything, I'm putting you back inside. Oh god, I'm worse than Morgan. Max investigates and eventually finds some scratches inside one of these. Using the glass eye, he discovers a hidden message in between these scratches.
Well, that was an eye-opening experience.
You know what you do when you find a hidden message in a morgue? You go talk to the weird scary tree outside. Obviously.
Speak to me, tree! Lest your eyes nest with birds.
Why have you summoned me, stranger? Normally it is the man with the glass eye who speaks the words of commandment.
I'm afraid he's dead, but he left behind the cryptic message that led me to you.
Very well. What is it that you seek? Fool!
The nice tree tells Max about how he's guarding the light of ancient warriors. Whatever that means, with some persuasion, Max convinces the tree to move, so he could grab the item behind it. Even though I'm sure Max could have just squeezed between the trees, no, instead he decided it would be easier to manipulate an ancient talking tree.
Tree, it moves!
Using this item, Max manages to open this Aztec chamber, where he finds Dr. Morgan. Come here, I'm gonna bust you up with your bust.
I'm leaving now. Leaving you here with the rest of the dead people.
He said, casually, before teleporting away. Is that what they teach at med school?
Damn you, Morgan!
The teleporter he used is hooked up to an Aztec calendar. Did he time travel to the past? Is there time travel now? I don't know what the Aztec has to do with anything. Okay, Max was supposedly studying them in order to find a cure, but he didn't find anything useful. What is even going on anymore? What am I doing with my life? Here's another one of many moments in the game, and in life, where I was like, wait, what's happening now?
Yes! What the?
Here is the woman whose magic summoned me.
I'm a demigod now. This is a really fun chapter, maybe my favorite. It could easily be its own game. This time, Max takes on the role of a warrior demigod named Olmec.
Olmec, the holy warrior.
According to my very extensive research, which is what I'm showing on screen right now and nothing else, the Olmec were actually a civilization that preceded the Aztec. In the game though, we play as a sort of guardian for these people. They summoned him because they needed help. Wow, praying actually worked. It seems this village has been almost completely destroyed by an evil god. Most of the warriors have perished, and the few people who remain are understandably depressed and hopeless. He is their last hope. He's a brave warrior god that actually listened to his people and came in order to protect them. But he is kind of a pretentious dick sometimes. He demands the utmost respect. Well, he is a god, so I guess that makes sense.
Still your tongue, old crone. I asked your station. What is it?
Forgive me. My name is Titio. I am the village oracle.
Why have you come to greet me, old one? Where is the village chieftain?
Did you hear? Her name is Titi.
Is that really all you took from that conversation?
Yes. Olmec has such an articulate way of speaking, unlike me. But when he looks at this big head, all he can say is
Big head. Big head. Big head.
If you're wondering how this evil god looks, then here he is. He wants to kill everyone in the village, then kill everyone on the planet, harvest their souls, and then kill everyone in heaven. You know what? At least he knows what he wants to do in life. He has a plan. Not everyone can say that about themselves, so we at least need to respect him for that. Even though he's powerful, Olmec isn't strong enough to defeat the evil god. He needs to undergo a special ritual for that. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to keep calling him Evil God, because there's no way I'm even going to try to pronounce his name.
Quetzalcoatl!
Also, this is another part where we need to save people from a power-hungry individual.
You cannot touch him. He is too powerful.
At this point, you can walk around and meet the people of the village, those who survived, but also those who did not. That will make sense in a minute. By the way, if you see women crying, this is 100% the way to talk to them. They will definitely love it. Trust me. Truly a Sigma male move, as the kids say.
Woman, what say you? Why do you weep so? Old woman, what say you? Woman, what say you? What man would be mad enough to wed your sour-tongued old one?
Apparently, there's one insane person who wants to use magic in order to stop the evil god, but he can't complete his spell. In order to help him, we need to talk to the village chief, but he's sad because he thinks his daughter died, even though he has no proof. Am I playing a psychological horror game, or am I watching a soap opera? Stop crying.
You dare address me in that tone?
I do.
Even though Olmec is a god, the chief lost faith in him and refuses to help. He'll only do it if his daughter is somehow brought back to him. In order to do that, you have to speak to the ghosts of the fallen warriors. I guess gods can do that because they technically come from the afterlife. Each warrior can tell you their backstory and explain their lore, like their Vati Vidya. One of them asks you to bring a present to his wife, who is still alive.
A necklace? Simple enough.
So a warrior god is reduced to a delivery boy. Okay, why not? Maybe I'll get a nice tip. Who am I kidding? Not in this economy.
No!
He gives her the present, and the ghost lets Olmec pass into this tower. Why do we need to go in this tower? To find the daughter of the chief, because he was too busy being depressed to actually go out and look for her himself. There's also a totem here that you get by solving another f***ing music puzzle.
You must be the stonemason's daughter. Your parents miss you greatly. I will take you home.
Gauntlet, my daughter, you have returned from death.
Fool! She was trapped within the temple. Had you not been so stubborn and full of self-pity, you would have realized that.
You are truly honorable, Olmec. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. I should never have doubted you.
Enough groveling, chieftain. Get on with it.
Yes, of course. There are 2 stages to the ritual. The first, an act of bravery and heroism. You've already shown that by returning my daughter to me. Second, you must recite the names of the warriors who have come before you in order of their lineage.
So Olmec goes to have a nice chat with every ghost, shows them respect for their bravery, learns their names, gets back to the chief, gets a ritual performed on him, which allows him to walk on lava. He then uses this newfound power just to grab a f***ing pot from this tree. All of that happened just so he could give this old guy this pot for his stupid ritual. Just go die already, you witch. Oh, and thank you for your sacrifice.
I can't believe you've done this.
There's an interesting conversation you could have with the wife of the old man who just died. Even though he was brave and sacrificed himself for the greater good, she obviously isn't happy about it. Should a man give up his life for the sake of his people, for the greater good, even though it probably won't save them?
How can this be for the greater good? Shut it!
Or should he be selfish, but at least he's going to live and will be available to protect his family? The choice might be obvious to some, but I think that actually... Okay, no, that's too deep for me. I'm gonna go solve this puzzle. Solving it opens the water temple, where we find the water totem. If we go back to the witch's house, we'll find a crystal heart, which is a normal thing to have in your house. Speaking of crazy old people, we use a bowl to collect his blood from his rotting corpse. With the blood and heart in hand, Olmec can now offer tribute to the Jaguar Temple. He needs to do that to open the door. He gets a little upset though.
Murals of ancient heroes. What? No painting of the mighty Olmec? Murals of what?
Inside, we solve a puzzle and get the final totem. I literally have no idea how I solved it. But when you do, a beam of light connects between the 3 temples, which does something. It blows up the statue of the asshole god. I bet Olmec could have done that himself. In place of the statue, there are indentations for the totems. We put them in their respective places and get another sweet cutscene. It's another flashback. It's Max. During his research in this ancient place, he discovered something, but was too much of a dummy to understand it. But thank God he took some pictures, because a while later, when he looked at one of them, he gets a eureka moment.
Could it be? All this time? So simple.
DNA test cycle initiated.
Come on. Hold together, you son of a bitch.
Molecular cohesion affirmative.
Yes!
You son of a bitch. You did it. Wow, you actually found a cure. Wait, so how come you didn't do anything with it? Oh, right.
Yes!
So this is what happened right before the beginning of the game. After all of his hard work, he finally discovered a cure. Something that will replace the hope drug and actually cure the children. He wanted to do it not just because, you know, curing children is a good thing, but it's also implied that his sister died from this disease. So it was personal to him. But he got into the car crash before he could reveal his discovery. I'm sure someone he knows could benefit from this. Oh, and if you pause here, you'll see a face. I'm not sure who's that supposed to be. And now we're in some kind of maze? Yes, this is a tonal whiplash. A whiplash of tone. It is this sudden. I want you to feel what I felt. This is technically a different chapter, but I'm just gonna include it in the same chapter, because there's not much to talk about here. If you touch this pink energy, you'll get teleported back to the start. You need to navigate this maze, which isn't difficult, but it's more challenging than you might think.
That was close!
After opening some doors and pushing some buttons, you get to the end of it, where you find the mask of the asshole god. Supposedly, this is the source of his powers.
The death mask of Circus.
Olmec puts on the mask and is finally going to confront him. And then, it's time for the longest cutscene so far. Maybe the longest cutscene in the game. I'll shut up and let you enjoy it.
Oh, my poor baby. You had an awful fall. I'm so glad you've come home.
Home?
Well, of course, silly. You did want to come home, didn't you?
Yes, I wanted to...
Well, then that's that. Hush now, Max. When you fell down the chimney, you bumped your head and now you're a little confused, that's all.
Stop gaslighting me. Okay, now I will shut up.
My head hurts. I remember hitting it.
That's right, dear. You hit your head on the chimney. Now don't give it another thought. I'll take care of you.
Chimney? No, I hit it... No, I hit it on... in... my car?
No, of course not, dear. You just bumped...
Yes, my car. I was driving and... the brakes...
But Max, we've been waiting for you for so long. Don't leave now.
We? Who?
Why, me and little Sarah, of course. Who else would it be, silly?
But that's impossible. Sarah is dead.
Sarah! Max is home.
Max, you're home. I missed you.
You're alive! My God, Sarah! You're... No! You're dead!
Your tenacity is quite remarkable, you know. Your doctor tells me that you should have died in the car wreck. I wish things could have worked out differently, Max, but they didn't. You leave me little choice, old friend. Did you honestly expect me to sit by while you went public with your cure? No. I've worked much, much too hard to allow that. I guess this is goodbye, Max. I'm truly sorry it had to end like this. Farewell.
Morgan, you dickhead.
Quetzalcoatl murdering an entire village. Morgan trying to kill me. Now I see the connections. None of this is real.
So that was kind of creepy, huh? Well, except for the part where his wife started twitching. That was super goofy. This is the final level. Finally, the whole truth has been revealed. If you've paid attention to the cutscene, then you noticed that Max is actually in the hospital. You probably didn't pay attention though, because you didn't actually watch this video, because you were listening to it in the background while doing some questionable things. Something very questionable. Hey, I'm not judging. I also enjoy drinking tea without sugar. I like to live dangerously. If there was still any doubt about it, then yes, everything that happened took place inside of his head, including the parts he was a mental patient in a sanitarium. I think it's implied that Morgan was drugging his comatose body, which is why Max was hallucinating all of the events of the game. He was never in a sanitarium or an asylum. He was in a normal hospital following his car crash. And now Morgan is using this opportunity to poison him. Because that's what good friends do.
You leave me little choice, old friend.
we discover why the car crash even happened. It's not because Max is a shitty driver. It was because Morgan, that asshole, sabotaged the car. He wanted to prevent Max from publishing his cure, so that children would keep relying on his hope drug, which will keep bringing him money. In other words, he was fine with potentially millions of children dying just so he could get rich. Sounds like a typical internet grifter. Now, Max has to wake up before the poison reaches him. The final chapter is an amalgamation of all of the places we've been through. Max's mind is tearing itself apart. We've got the children and the pumpkins over here. We've got a cemetery over here. We've got a giant clown's head over there.
Giant clown head? What an eyesore.
In order to progress, Max will need to switch between characters, or personalities. Each form might represent something. The super cool demigod is used for courage and protection, so we could step on a few spikes and solve a pumpkin puzzle.
My god, they must have been illusions. Everything is a human skull.
Grimwall is for strength, which he uses to open a crypt. I guess Cyclops are more powerful than demigods. And finally, Sarah is for, having a tiny body and crawling into sewer pipes and inside of giant clowns. That's not traumatizing. Visually, this might be the most interesting level. It's a combination of everything that came before. However, in terms of gameplay, it's the shortest one, except for the first level. The main objective is to assemble an angel statue, which kind of looks like the one from the asylum. Each puzzle you solve gives you one angel piece. You need 5 in total. With the statue assembled, a portal opens up in the sky. Again, don't question it.
The real world must be close. I can feel it. I'd better move quickly.
Max steps into the portal, but before he can wake up, he's confronted by none other than Morgan. And I'm not gonna show you what happened. Yet. Because first, it's time for the Symbolism section. Yeah, this is the Symbolism chapter. I haven't done one of these since my Silent Hill videos. The symbolism in Sanitarium might be obvious, but I still wanna talk about it, and you can't stop me. Okay, you probably can. But please don't hold me. No matter what crazy shit we've been through in this game, despite how different the chapters were, they all had one thing in common. Save oppressed people, usually kids, from a power-hungry individual who wants to exploit them for profit. The illegal alien diarrhea, the squid boy monster, the Cyclops traitor, the evil god with the f***ing long name.
What's the quarrel?
They were all selfish. They wanted power. They all represent Morgan. The oppressed people represent the children that Max is attempting to save with his cure. The Cyclops asshole literally wanted to harvest little kids to gain immortality. That's not exactly subtle. You might have noticed that in each chapter, the situation gets progressively worse. With the children, yeah, they looked f***ed up, but at least they're alive. Only one is dead. In the Circus, quite a few people have died already, and the others are running out of supplies. Then in the Hive, a lot of them have already turned into bug hybrids, and even more are being experimented on. It's basically like dying. Lastly, in the village, almost everyone is dead. There's only a handful left. There's less and less people to save in each scenario. I think this represents how Max is running out of time before the poison gets to him. Every chapter begins with Max being trapped or clueless about what's going on. But slowly, he gains more and more control back. It's him almost dying in real life, but having the willpower to survive. One of the ways you can see that everything is happening inside of his head is by noticing that every location is connected. You can spot the same things and objects in every chapter. For example, the cross that appears in the asylum is the same cross that Max fishes out in the second chapter. Yes! The clown pictures that appear multiple times, the gargoyles that appear everywhere. Besides being the first major challenge in Dark Souls 1, it is believed they can ward off evil spirits. It's like they're protecting you. Yes, this little bugger is protecting you. Look at him.
More gargoyles. I feel like they're always watching me.
You also find a lot of bodies. Besides being a nice decoration, they probably represent all of the people that suffered and will suffer if Max doesn't publish his cure.
It's horrible!
The biggest hint that everything is overlapping is all of the insane dialogue in the very beginning. The patients literally spoil most of the game, but you wouldn't know that on your first playthrough. The patients might represent Max himself. They're either bandaged in the face, like Max, I think that's bandages, or they're not, and you can see they have red-brown hair, which is Max's hair color. That's why they seem familiar to him.
He seems familiar, but I can't quite remember. Can you tell me how to get to school?
Okay, I'll stop pretending that I'm some kind of psychiatrist who can expertly analyze this game. I'm something even better. I'm a epic gamer. Let's finish this.
Oh, poo.
So how does this insane game end? Well, Max is about to wake up, but this vision of Morgan, which is probably the manifestation of the poison that's about to kill Max, attempts to stop him.
You've come far, Max, but I'm afraid it ends here, old friend. As for these, you won't need them any longer. You failed the children of the world, as you failed your sister when she needed you most. You don't have the courage to save them, nor the strength to do what's necessary. You failed everyone. As I've told you countless times before, Max, you've always been your own worst enemy.
The only thing standing in his way is himself. Or at least a poop version of himself.
Not a big poop head like you.
This is essentially the final boss. It's more of a spectacle than an actual challenge. The poop version of Max copies his movements exactly. The only way to defeat it is to avoid this black goo on the floor and slowly walk to each personality. Each of them gives you words of encouragement when you break their balls. No, seriously.
You are truly a great warrior.
You have the strength. No more games, Morgan.
You're my hero. I love you.
If you're not quick enough, Max will actually die from the poison. The screen will turn to black, but you will respawn immediately, just like in real life. What's cool is that you can hear the beeping sound from the hospital, which makes you feel even closer to reality and the truth.
Seek the truth.
Every time you break a ball, you'll see more and more of Max's actual body. After breaking the last one, the final cutscene plays. Now I'm coming for your balls, Morgan. And not in a sexual way.
The shadow is gone. You failed, Morgan! I'm gonna live!
Enough games, Max. This ends here, now. Do you know that the poison will soon condemn you to darkness forever? Lost to your doomed world. Lost to your wife. Lost to your unborn child.
I'm back. It's over.
Ah, that was nice. Even the doctor is emotional. Max finally waking up is actually a powerful moment. The way he screams, "No!" is kind of goofy though. During the credits, a news broadcast reveals that Morgan was arrested and sentenced to life in prison because, you know, hindering the development of a life-saving medicine and almost causing someone to die in a car crash are not the most noble activities. It's almost as bad as being a Reddit mod. I didn't want to interrupt this cutscene, so I waited until now to say this. Morgan said something about an unborn child. I don't remember anything about that. Is this Morgan trying to gaslight me again?
Unborn child!
Oh wait, they do have a child. I guess it was born after the events of the game. A beautiful, faceless child. You know, instead of trying to murder his friend for a profit, Morgan could have just joined forces with Max and help him develop his cure. All of this could have been avoided. He would actually benefit mankind and be filthy rich. I'm sure Max received a lot of money for his cure. Basically, moral of the story, always check your car before attempting to expose your former best friend for exploiting children's suffering for profit. And also, don't forget your seatbelt. Sanitarium really impressed me. We need more games like this. There was clearly a lot of love and passion put into it. No one could make a game this weird and zany without loving what they do. This was an insane journey. Literally, it delivers a psychological narrative at a time where that wasn't really common, I think. A game where you face your inner demons, your own personal demons take physical shape. The only game from the 90s that I can think of that did something similar was Silent Hill 1, and that came out 1 year after Sanitarium. There's probably more examples, I just don't know. As a point-and-click game, it's very fine. Sometimes pretty good. Like I said in the beginning, I don't have that much experience with point-and-click, but I do know they have a strong emphasis on puzzles. The puzzles in Sanitarium are usually easy and straightforward, but there's a few that do require a lot of thought, which is fine by me. I rather have something simple instead of something super convoluted. A lot of adventure games can have annoying, nonsensical puzzles that rely on moon logic, where the solution is some kind of insane combination of actions that only make sense in the developer's head, like using a glass of water and a banana to get a cat off of a closet or something. The puzzles are somewhat satisfying, but they aren't the point of this game. Their main purpose is to get you to the next bizarre set piece. Every level or two, it feels like playing a different game, at least in terms of story and vibes. One level you're a patient with amnesia trapped in a deranged asylum.
Shut up!
Then you're solving mysteries in a town full of weird kids controlled by a Lovecraftian poop alien. Then you turn into a little kid and navigate a twisted circus which is stranded on an island and a haunted house, and also fight a big squidman. It's the closest you'll get to Squid Game. Then you're a freaking cyclops fighting against mechanical bugs and saving the planet. Then you're an Aztec demigod? What?
Woman! Old woman! What say you? Simple pottery.
And all of that somehow culminates with you uncovering a secret conspiracy and the truth behind your amnesia. That's like 5 different games. Max is a great character. He's certainly not the most interesting or cool, but he's very human, very endearing. He's a good person, fighting to reclaim his memories and for the greater good of mankind. The greater good. But he also has more personality than just wanting to do good things. He makes some funny comments, he reads comic books, he wins against a little girl in tic-tac-toe. Very inspirational stuff. Oh, by the way, you can also play this game on your phone for like $4 or $5. I didn't try it myself, but it looks like the exact same game as the PC version. So that's cool. All in all, great game. Again, I'm not really a point and click type of dude. However, if the vibes and atmosphere are there, with some horror elements, then I'm down, man. I'm hooked. I'm down. I'm hip. I'll check out more games like this. Maybe I will become a point and click aficionado, a connoisseur. If you enjoyed the video, then you should point and click that subscribe button. Oh god, okay, that was cringe. End the video. End the video right now.
This is a confusing mess.
What? I wish I knew, man. Why? That stuff is for the birds. What?
Who are you?
Why?
Are your memory pathways in need of service?
Why?
The dawn of the insectoids!
Hey, talk to you later, bye.